Okay, so in this ongoing series of meeting the people behind all the incredible work here at Hectic, I'm catching up with Amber Malone, and Amber is such an incredible person. As you can tell from her background, she has a wide variety of interests and hobbies. Amber is a contributor for us. She also will be helping with some guides and some other writing pieces. She will also be on the podcast later this year as well to tell you a little bit more about her story. But we have her for 7 minutes right now to get to know her a little bit better. So, Amber, where should we start? What's if we met you in a coffee shop for the first time and we said, "Hello, I'm Daryl, you're Amber. Let's get to know each other."
I think if we just met, we should probably start with my favorite food, which
Oh,
is vegan birria tacos.
mm. Okay, so tell me about this because I've never heard of them. So tell me about the recipe and why you like it so much.
Okay, so I don't know the recipe, but there's this place. I live in Vegas, so there's this local tucked away vegan restaurant, and you can order birria tacos, and you just basically it comes in like a set of four, and you basically just dip it into this delicious sauce. I don't know the name of this. I probably should have been more prepared, but since this is an organic thing, all I know is it's delicious birria tacos on YouTube. You just dip it in the sauce, and it is the most awesomest thing. I mean, I really I don't know if you've seen that show where it's like the best thing I've ever tasted.
Yeah.
So this is my best thing I've ever tasted.
Okay, so it's funny because Amber is never lost for words, and you can tell that she's like lost for words describing these tacos. And I think sometimes when things are so good, we lose ourselves in them, and that is life, right? Like I couldn't tell you every single detail, but this is how I felt with it. And food should be that way, right?
That's the only time I'm quiet is when I'm eating these tacos. Because I mean, that's my favorite thing to do is talk. So I'm talking, talking, talking all the time. Complete silence when I'm tipping these tacos and slowly eating them. I mean, it's just lusciousness. I don't know the better, and for lack of a better word.
Oh, I like that. I'm also a big taco fan, and I was in Austin the other week, and I love Austin because there's just tacos everywhere, and
Mm,
so you're just like, I don't know what I ate today, but they were tacos, and they were in corn tortilla shells, and they were fantastic.
mm.
And so we've just spent 2 minutes talking about tacos, which I think tells you so much about the culture and the people here. One, we're all foodies, but two, like we are very human interested people, and I think food is just a really great way of expressing that, so I love that. Okay, so we've got food out of the way. What next? What would come out next?
I would say probably my love for Funko Pops.
Funko Pops. What are Funko Pops? Oh
So
my gosh, this is so great. This is another thing that I don't know of.
I'm trying to think. Oh, it's so many to choose from. Okay.
Oh,
So
so
here is
exciting.
my Mr. Rogers Funko Pop.
Okay, so those are all Funko Pops behind you.
Yeah, for the most part,
Okay.
they're all Funko Pops. So I have Mr. Rogers, and then I have, let's see, here's Slash.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so I love Funko Pops. I think I just like to collect things.
Hmm.
Um, whether it's pens or water bottles. So I have like 10 of them right here, or Funko Pops, or Oracle cards, just things in general. I'm just a collector of things.
Mm. And what's in that? Because I tend to collect little trinkets and things like I collect Legos. Like that is my big nerd thing. I also would say that I'm a collector of books. And then also just like a collector, and of course everyone's gonna go, of course, because you're a photographer. But I love cameras. Like I love collecting like old cameras. I love new cameras. I love lenses. And for me, what's in it for me is it's just a representation of play that's around me all day, every single day. And also it's about like I don't know, like for me, the volume of it. So then it like brings you deeper, deeper in the world. So it's not just the tangible thing; it's the research that goes into it. It's the acquisition of it. Like, oh, I found this obscure whatever here. So what's in it for you with collecting things?
I think it's just embracing who you are, embracing what you enjoy, like you said, what represents you. And so for me, Funko Pops, yeah, it represents play, the inner child, just embracing that fun, I think, aspect of us when we become adults. It's like, oh, we have to be adults. There's no kid that's too childish. And so I think it's just bringing that back,
Yeah.
bringing childish back.
I like that. Make childhood great again, or something like
Yeah,
that. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
That's
Mhm.
awesome. What are some of your other favorite things?
Well, like you, I think books. I'm
Yeah.
obsessed with books and tattoos. I love getting tattoos. Um, let's
Are
see.
you an all or nothing kind of person? Do you do
Very
things?
much all or
Okay.
nothing. Very much so. Yes. Oh, you know me so well. Yes.
So then with books, you probably are like, it's not just a type of book, it's like everything from anywhere.
Everything.
Okay, love that. And then what
Everything.
about
I mean,
tattoos?
yeah, tattoos, it's the same thing. It's like I have to have every tattoo that I want, every tattoo that's like on my list of tattoos, or none, or I'm done. I'm done for a few weeks and then I see something else. So yeah, I'm definitely all or nothing.
How would you describe what you do to a stranger?
I would say I help people feel good about their online presence.
I love that. How?
Well, I read energy. So I combine energy reading. It's an intuitive process with branding and marketing and whatever my clients need to shine or to feel good about their online presence, whatever they
Hmm.
need to not have to I guess give a bunch of disclaimers before sharing their website. Well, it's not quite where I want it to be, or still working on it. So just so
Yeah.
they have that confidence. And again, it's an intuitive process. So I just kind of listen to my intuition and then go beyond that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where freelancing, I don't think we as the community give ourselves enough credit for the intuitive space. The like, I'm listening
Mhm.
to myself, I'm listening to my clients, because we are conditioned to do the complete opposite to fit into school or to fit into traditional work environments. And so I love that that's the thing that you are packaging. When you think about some of the things and pieces that you will write and ultimately contribute to Hectic, what are the things that you hope the people that consume it, that will be watching this video and following your articles and following you on social, what do you hope they take away from interacting with you through those pieces of content?
I hope they'll take away self compassion
Hmm.
for wherever they're at on their journey. I think self compassion is my favorite tool. I've never beat myself up for practicing self compassion. So I hope that people will know that they're not alone, whatever stage they're at, um, and that we all need self compassion.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. So I have two more questions.
Okay.
The second to last question is, what is it like to work with you? What makes a really, really great working environment? And then also, what makes a really poor working environment? I think those are some fun things to talk about.
I think what makes it fun to work with me is just embracing the unknown, the change, because I may start off talking about food. I may start off talking about Funko Pops. I may just dive more into the things that you enjoy. But it's a really intuitive experience, meaning that there's really no traditional standard way of starting. It's just meeting each other where we are and having fun. And, I am like, I always visualize my future Netflix comedy special. So I try to crack jokes every so often. Um, and then I guess the poor work environment, you said?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what makes you go, you know what? I'm going to stay away from that work environment. I'm going to stay away from that client. What does that look like for you?
I guess when there's not a lot of willingness to adapt and be fluid and to
Mhm.
embrace intuition, and there's just this long list of rules that we must follow. You know, you must have this done before we can move on. Because, you know, it's like PowerPoint. You know, everyone thinks PowerPoint is the greatest thing ever. And some people are like, this is death by PowerPoint. Some people are like, no, you're looking at the slides. You will love the slides. So just, you know, kind of letting things flow organically and see what happens and play and just bringing things from a lot of different I guess fields and kind of merging them together and seeing what happens. Kind of like art where you just kind of
Hmm.
just let what happens happens, and then I think out of that you get something really unique and cool and something that you're proud of.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, speaking on intuition and that last statement there, I'm going to add in a bonus question. What is the thing that you're most proud of that stands out to you specifically in the last 5 years of your life? Is there anything that
Mm.
you can just, boom, that's what I'm most proud of?
I am most proud of being able to speak kinder to myself,
Mm,
to, you know, just being able to stop in that moment and recognize that, you know, I'm beating myself up or I'm putting this unnecessary pressure on myself or I have these, you know, the rigidness that I just talked about. So just being able to kind of interrupt that thought and just say something kind to myself.
yeah. Oh, that is so I'm working on that too, so you'll have to either write some articles, share some tips, because I think that is something that's so meaningful and useful, and it's something that you have to pay attention to.
Mhm.
Pay attention to and put the right intention in place and the right boundaries of like, I don't talk to myself that way because I wouldn't talk to anyone else that way, so why would I beat myself up
Mhm.
that way, etc. I love that. I'm looking forward to seeing something around that in a bigger way as we
Mhm.
continue to engage more. My real last question is, what is your favorite thing about freelancing and your least favorite thing about freelancing?
My favorite thing about freelancing is networking, meeting people, talking to people because we established how much I love to talk. So finding a reason to connect with people in this way, the way we're doing right now. And I would say my least favorite thing about freelancing is that it can feel really lonely.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. How have you overcome the loneliness? You know, how have you built that community? What are some tips that you could give the people that are likely freelancers or solopreneur or entrepreneurs that are watching this as well?
Just recognizing that it's okay to ask for help. You know, sometimes, like in the past, I felt like, oh, I should know this already. I'm proclaiming to be this online. I should know how to do this. And just recognizing that it's okay to ask other people for help and saying, hey, you know what? I have no idea what this type of proposal should look like. You know, do you have any examples? So I think just, you know, knowing that it's okay to ask for help.
Hmm. That is brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Thank you so much for sharing two incredible pieces of advice in a quick video. Okay, where can everyone keep up with you on social media outside of the work that you're seeing, that they're seeing, that we're all seeing on Hectic?
On social media or my website?
Anywhere. Is it
Okay.
website, email? What's best to keep up with you?
Yeah. So my website is ambermalone.me. And
Okay.
so that's probably the best place to hang out with me.
Okay. Awesome. Well, we will hang out with you there. Any last word to our friends watching this?
Um, just congratulations for taking this step and because it's a huge step and it can feel
Yeah.
so scary. Like I said, it can, you know, you could just feel alone sometimes, but just know that you're not alone, that there's so many resources out there. There's so many people who want to support you. We're going to do everything we can to give you the tools and resources that you need. And, you know, practice self-compassion and speak kindly to yourself because you talk to yourself more than you talk to anyone else.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And until the next video, my friends, peace.